Hello, and welcome to this session, okay, of Tarot Spills the Tea. This time I wanted to know a little bit about Askale Davis. And you guys know before I've already been decided that I will, before any other kind of reading on a person, I like to ask, why are you here? Why are you on my screen? Why am I seeing you? So this question for Askale Davis is, what made her decide to join the Potomac Housewives? Because I've seen people in the past who really are kind of just friends of the show before friends of the show, quote unquote, became a thing. They literally were just, friends of the show. For an example, New York, Ebony had that friend, I forget her name, but that's how much she was just a friend. But Nicole, I think her name is Nicole. She literally is just a friend of the show. She's not even here for the show. She ain't here for the ladies, Anyway, they did some behind the scenes kind of things and they let her talk. They asked her some questions and she just wasn't here for it. She literally is, I don't even know if I would call her a friend of the show. She's a friend of Ebony's. But Askale Davis clearly wants to be on the show. She's here for the show. It seems like Robin promised her a position on the show. This is like an audition to be on the show. Okay? Good Lord. Now, also let me say this right here, right now. I didn't watch last night's episode. I was working on this. And of course, trying to get it out. And I decided not to put pressure on myself trying to get it out before the show. So, here's the thing. I decided from based on experience of last time when I was trying to get it out before the Mia reading, and I went ahead and watched the show before I came and channeled it as I'm speaking. What that threw me in was a whole review of the behavior that happened on that show, which ended up being an hour long and, just extended everything. Anyway, I didn't want that to happen this time, so I did not watch it at all. I will watch it after this reading is done. I will watch it. But I didn't want to. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing this week. I don't. These women, they something else. They are really something else. So let's get started. Let's go. So I would like to welcome back my sages, okay? And like I said before, I'm going to get a schedule. Now, I don't have it right now, but when I have it, I will release something that just says schedule. All right, so for those of you who may be new and do not know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. I am Indigo Sage, an awakened soul. All right. I do have a spiritually based website at unapologeticallysage.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook under Unapologetically Sage.
But first, before we continue, what I need you all to do is bring your beautiful eyes to the bottom of your screen, no matter what screen you're looking at, whether that is your iPhone, your Android, your Cricket, your whatever screen, whether it's an iPad, a laptop, a notebook, whether it's your flat screen or big booty screen TV, whatever screen you're looking at, bring your beautiful eyes to the bottom of it. And look at that red bar at the bottom, and what it says is, this is for entertainment purposes only, and every single word is what? Alleged, and not to be used as facts. So anytime that you see this red bar at the bottom, the sentence inside applies.
All right, now, Sagies, you already know that I do give a little background just in case anyone's listening for the first time, and have no idea who this person is that we're talking about. You know, we cannot assume that everybody who tunes in will just know these people. All right, so Askale Davis. And first of all, let me say this real quick. I thought her name, I had been spelling her name Askala because they say Askala, but it's actually an E. But I'm gonna keep saying Askala. So, you know, hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not, please forgive me. All right. Askale Davis is a new friend of RHOP, whom a lot of loyal viewers sing praises for. The RHOP show has given her a platform to drizzle us with small drips of her background, such as Ethiopian heritage, a wife, a mother, a former educator, along with many businesses. And that is in quotes because I believe that I remember her saying that to Mia when she asked if she had any businesses, and she was like, many businesses. I own many businesses. All right. Askale Davis also goes by the name Ethiopia. But unlike her namesake, she likes to stir the pot. This came from the Bravo bio. Askale comes onto the scene helping Robin with her hat line embellished. Is she though? Askale Davis is married to, oh Lord, every time I see the word Dre, I want to say Dr. Dre. Okay, Askale Davis is married to Dre Davis, who is the director of talent and influencer relations for a company called Fanbase. This is very interesting to me. And I'll tell y'all why a little bit later. So, my regular Sagies already know that this is a reading, a spread that I designed. It is, it's comprised of 5 cards, and then there's an extra bonus. And today I have a bonus on top of a bonus. And then I stopped right there. I didn't even clarify. You know what? Because I'm trying to work on my time. So, and when I shorten it, some things have to sacrifice. So there's no clarifiers, and so we're just gonna go from here. Now, understand, I'm not always going to do that. So understand, you may get some long extended readings. It just depends. So just work with me and take me for who I am, okay? All right, so first position is the past. And so the question is, what made her decide to join Real Housewives of Potomac? And in the first position is the card for the past. The past is very important because the past is what they held in their mind that brought them there to that decision. And it was in reverse. And it is, interestingly enough, the 5 of Wands. Now, I want to say this real quick. Actually, no, let me read. Reverse means, first of all, okay, hold up. Now, many of you may remember that I've said this time and time before, but 5 represents conflict. No matter what suit it has, 5 is conflict. It was in reverse. Okay? Reverse, which means a welcome refuge to a conflict at the workplace, which is now resolved. Let me tell you that what I felt as soon as I saw this card, I got a rush over me that was, a spirit showed me this was, okay, how do I put this? because I don't want to make it seem like, okay, here's my hesitation. Let me tell you guys the reason why I'm hesitating right now and thinking, how do I put this? Is because I don't want to make it seem like Robin doesn't have any money. Okay? Because I didn't do a reading on Robin and her finances, so I don't know that to be true. Okay, so follow me. I don't want to make it seem like that. But I feel like this was a way to pay her, sort of speak. Maybe she was late on payments or something like that. And maybe ASKALA said, well, get me on this show and we'll call it even. And that's going to come up later. Okay? ASKALA is a smart girl. And you know what? I don't mean to say girl, because I hate it when sometimes I don't like when people call grown women girls. The only time that's an exception is on the Golden Girls. Okay? But other than that, I don't know. It kind of bothers me. But let's move on. In the present position, the card in the present position is of course important because this is what the decision was made off of. Okay? And it is the Sun card, upright, which is the sun in its fullest capacity, which is beautiful and wonderful and just very lovely. Okay? Enthusiastic. The positivity you bring to your colleague creates new opportunities. No surprise there. I was not surprised there. Because the very first card, I had already got what I got. I had already seen what I seen, got what I got. Okay? I was like, oh, okay, okay. So Robin is thinking, and again, this is not a reading on Robin, but it's important to understand this connection. Robin is thinking, first of all, everybody wants to solidify their position on the show. Everyone, don't ever get it twisted. Even if somebody ever says, I don't need this show. Well, you're on it. So stop playing with us, the viewers. Stop playing with us. Okay. Robin is looking at this. First of all, she wants to get, and I noticed this season, she does want to slide away from the following Giselle, kissing her booty. I always thought she was like a lapdog for Giselle. But either way, the same sentiment has been across the board with everyone, that whenever her name comes up, she's just associated with Giselle. And so Robin is seeing this as an opportunity for her. So she's like, yeah, I'll take that deal. I feel like ASKALA brought this deal, this resolution or whatever, because of, and I'm going to say it, because of lack of payment, or instead of, it may not have been a lack. Because like I said, I didn't do no reading on Robin, but I would like to next, but there's other people in front of her. But anyway, it doesn't mean Robin didn't have no money, okay? That's for you guys to surmise. That's not me saying that. What I'm saying is, instead of dollars, ASKALA brought to her the idea of bringing her on the show. And Robin saw that as a positive thing, because then she can, I don't know why my voice cracked, but then she could have, someone else to interact with. And I guess, you know what Spirit is saying? Robin is trying to get out of that looking like she's Jizzy's lapdog. And we could see that in her Watch What Happens Live interview, where she was, and in other things where she's just saying the opposite and trying to, say that, oh gosh, what's her name? Jizzy. I call her Jizzy. Jizzy was wrong. And that's fine. Again, this reading is not about Robin, but Robin leaks into it a little bit as it pertains to work, and as work pertains to ASKALA. Okay. So she saw that this would be a positive opportunity. Robin saw this would be a positive opportunity for her, because she sees, or she thought, or she feels that ASKALA would be, they said, bring light to the show. Okay. Was everybody dark? Okay, anyway. All right, let's continue. One more thing I forgot. The Sun card also suggests spirituality. She's a spiritual person. I don't know if she's brought up her religion or her spirituality yet. I have no idea because I haven't seen it, but I'll admit I ain't watched it from the very, very start. And usually when I do watch it, sometimes it's playing in the background of me working, and so I'm not really paying, I'm not sitting there watching it. But, so I don't know if she's brought up her spirituality, that aspect of herself, but this Sun card also represents that. Now, let's continue. Here we are at the best. What she sees as the best. Okay, so finding a creative outlet at work and daydreams about career paths. After she chases dreams, she wants to come out even. And that's what she sees as best. And you know, I commend her for that. I commend her for that. This is the first time that I've seen this type of take on what a person sees as the best of what they view as a great opportunity. This is the first time that someone, the best for them, but the best for her is to come out even. And I'm like, okay. So you're a smart girl. Well, the thing about it is, and I'm not going to take that back because I was going to say, I take that back. I'm not going to take that back. But what I'm saying is the way Askale Davis thinks is different. Okay? It's different. Right now, what I would like for you guys to think is the best is to click like, subscribe, and share, and ring my bell. Ring this bell so that you are notified whenever something new is posted, all right? Please. I would be so happy if you guys would take the time to click like, subscribe, and go ahead and share it, okay? Get this out there. Help me get it out. Help me help you. Help me help you. However that goes. All right, let's look to see what's the worst because that's interesting as well. She thinks differently, and I respect that. Let's keep going. So the worst. This was interesting because it's the High Priestess upright. The High Priestess is seen as a teacher, okay? And that's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched because she's a former teacher. That's not far-fetched. What was interesting about it is that it showed up in the worst. Because the High Priestess also has like foresight. She's like kind of, some people kind of say like the female version of the Pope. They kind of, you know, they bring religion into it when that applies. So it was interesting for that to be in the worst because I know with the Sun card, there's some like spirituality there within her. They're telling me like within her heritage. So, and she's proud of it. So I knew that wasn't it. I knew that the religion part was not connecting the worst part, but I do know what stood out the most was the teacher. So let me read my summary because I'm doing good on time, y'all. Okay. The worst would be her getting schooled because she's used to being the teacher. And I really feel like, I'm going to say this real quick. I really feel like she's walking in there. I think Robin gave her a behind the scenes impression that led her to believe she was going to walk in and school them. So A part of the worst would be if she was schooled. And not following her natural instincts. That would be the worst. To which I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch this episode that played last night. But in the previous one, I saw her kind of following her natural instinct when she told Robin, you like Wendy, right? Like, I like Wendy, and let me tell y'all, I'm not going to go off on no tangent, but I'm going to say I am so glad that she stuck with that and did not become two-faced. Okay? Because we see her getting along with Wendy, and then we see her person who brought her on, Robin, not getting along with Wendy. And I was like, girl, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you dare be two-faced. And so, I pray she wasn't two-faced last night, honey. I didn't even watch it while I'm singing her praises on this. I'm singing her praises now. But on not being two-faced, let's continue. At times, this card can also signal the appearance of a mentor or guide that can help you progress further in your work. She'd be disappointed if Robin is not the mentor she thought she was. Okay? Now, overall, this message is, because this woman is a teacher. She's a teacher. Overall, what would be worse in her mind is if the teacher got taught. Which, everybody's singing her praises, so I don't think she has to worry about that. What's to come was interesting to me as well. It was in reverse. Now, here's the thing. This is, and I'm going to be honest, sages, y'all already know. It'd be funny to me sometimes, the what's to come, because it's a combo of what this person thinks is to come and what's really to come. Like, it's on the edge, walking the line. Like, spirit shows me in one card what this person thinks is to come, and what they're walking the line of it actually being to come, the reality of it, and how close they are to what's to come. So it's a combo, okay, of what they think versus reality. But there are times when both meet at the same place. And, that's great when a person, that means they have a really good grasp on reality. When it's opposite, that means there's varying distances of reality that these people have. Okay, and I'm saying these people, but all of us in the world have varying grasps of reality. Okay. So what's to come? It was in reverse, but this is an occasion where this person sees it in the upright. In the upright, this means you've earned the right to wear the crown of wisdom. Remember swords, baby. Swords are wisdom words. They cut through the BS. They slice the BS. It's a double-edged sword. They don't play. They get right to the point. They cut out all the bull. You know what I'm saying? Swords. And this is the queen of swords, okay? And there's nothing wrong with envisioning that you are the queen of swords and that you've earned your right to wear the crown, which the way I see that is that she feels like she by the end of this season, she feels like she done earned her right to hold that champagne flute. That's a crown in her eyes. Get it? Okay. This is what she sees to come. Now, in reality, it's reverse. This card in reverse represents someone at work who's holding a grudge against you. This queen reverse indicates an overly critical person who uses her words and her intellect to create suffering. She can be harsh and downright cruel with how she expresses herself. Hypocrisy will play a part. Let me tell you guys right now. Let me tell y'all right now. right here, right now. Okay, hearing it from me right here, right now. Check this out. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. The court cards, king, queen, knight, and page, they represent people in your life who are directly connected to the situation or yourself. The way she sees this is she's envisioning this card as to what's to come, upright as herself, receiving that champagne flute. However, the flip side of it, literally, because it was in reverse, is a person, and I don't feel like this is like a flip side of herself or her personality. I feel like this is someone else on the cast. I cannot pinpoint it right now. I could have if I had done some clarifiers, but I wanted to keep this short, so I did not do clarifiers. So I feel like this is someone else, another cast member who is overly critical. And hypocrisy, it'll be hypocrisy. They're gonna face her with something, and it's what's to come. So it doesn't even, because you know what Spirit keeps showing me, they're saying it very clearly now. Next season, next season, next season, next season. They keep on running that like over and over and over and over and over right now, right here. So, okay, I get it. Okay, both of these are what's to come. Okay. She is going to walk out feeling like she earned the crown. She's going to walk out feeling like she earned the crown. But also what's to come. Oh, okay. Somebody gonna give her the business next season. Okay. Okay, that's what that's about. Now, if you guys will bring your eyes to the bottom of the screen and notice that it says Mary J. Blige just fine. As I was reading the specifics on this card, that song kept playing over and over in my mind. So I went ahead and played it. Y'all know how I am. Sages already know how I am. Sometimes they give me songs and I play them. And and first of all, I love that song. I love Mary J. Blige. I do. And she's going to be, her response, this is her response. When whichever cast member comes at her in that way, this is going to be her response. Which brings me back to that son, the enthusiastic son who brings positivity and all of that. Like, she, and especially when she feels like the best is for her to break even, that's a different state of mind. And she feels like she's going to be just fine. Okay. So that's refreshing. I'll admit that. Okay. I'm still not here for her sitting with Candace and allowing Candace to tell her all that BS about Mia. And she just sitting there listening. That was messy, unnecessary. And I was very disappointed in that. I still don't like that. I don't. So I can't sing her praises like everybody else. I think that was bad and immature. But anyway, let's continue. So here we have her bonus card, which is the energy influence, which is very important because this is the energy that she carried as she made this decision. And it is 3 of Swords. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the swords are sliced right into the heart. This one, as you can see, they're not, because this is a different deck. I'm big on imagery. This is a different deck. It is before, it's called the Before Tarot. Okay. And I like to use Before Tarot, especially when I'm wondering why these women's came to join the show. Conflicts at work. This conflict may be resolved with open dialogue. So this is very similar to when we started out, which was the 5 of Wands in the past position. 5s represent conflict. Her energy is that of conflict at work. She's coming in with conflict at work. Conflict at work could possibly mean she didn't get paid. You got two conflicts? What's the conflict at work? Anyway, so conflict at work, which can be resolved with open dialogue. I believe that open dialogue, like I said, because the first feeling that shot through me, the first vision that I had when I had that 5 of Wands was, it was like, in lieu of payment, get me on this show and we're even. Let's continue. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. What just flashed in my head, I wonder if she really was. I don't know. I am curious to know in depth how exactly did she assist Robin. She says she owns many businesses. How do you have time to assist? What are you? Maybe one of her businesses is marketing or something. Does she market those hats or something? Anyway, so here's a bonus on top of the bonus. The influence of the energy. Okay, so this card was influencing her energy as well, but like under the energy that, like, there's energy that people show us, and sometimes what's under that energy needs to be talked about too. Because there's layers of energy. You know, there's a whole story. All right? There's like 10 cards of energy, to be honest. But, you know, every once in a while, the immediate card right under that energy card wants to come out, needs to come out, so big and important to where they explain more. And so in those times, I'll show you the influence of the energy for the energy influence. This one, this one is reversed 9 of Pentacles. Now, I always tell y'all, don't nobody not want no money. I mean, no one that I've done a reading on ever wishes to not have money. So it's interesting to me when 9s or 10s of the coin, because you know the Pentacles is the coin. The coin is the what? Money, honey. So knowing that nobody wants it reversed. So it's just very interesting because see, all the rest of those coin cards are working up. It's working to build your coin. When you get to the 9 and the 10, you've got it. So what's the problem? Why are they reversed? So they become interesting. So the influence of energy under the energy influence is reversed 9 of coin. This person has a habit of putting themselves in the right place at the right time. No shit. As well as a knack for making their own luck. They are materially satisfied. Reverse suggests restlessness. Is that why she kept telling her husband to chase after these men? I saw him do it twice. I want to say 3 times, but it seemed like he didn't truly wish to run after the men, but he was forced. And that's my opinion of what I've seen so far. She tells him, go. I seen it done twice. So he didn't seem real invested in it. But again, he's a talent agency. He works for a talent agency, basically, it seems like to me right now. And so he wants to get out there and be on TV. She wants to get out there and be on TV. I don't know what. Now, him, it makes sense. Her, I don't know why she wants to get out there and be on TV. But this one says restlessness. Okay. Restlessness. And that's where we're going to leave it. This is the reading for why she wanted to join. All right. And we're going to leave it right there. Except I do have one more thing for you. The one more thing that I have for you is a quote that to me embodies this reading, the spirit that I got from her spirit. Be brave enough to be bad at something new. I'm going to say it again. Be brave enough to be bad at something new. Because remember, she says the best was for her to break out even. And that was the first time that I've seen that as the best. The first time I've seen that, period. Someone at least just want to break off even. Okay? Like, I'm going to try this. It's something new. It's something different for me. But as long as it don't make me... And let me point out, we're not necessarily talking about materialistically, the coins, which she is talking about that too. However, she's also talking about whatever their businesses are. Like, she don't want to lose business. Even if they don't gain business, she don't want to lose business. The best is to break off even. And she's brave enough to try something new. So I was like, okay, I see you for that. That's cool. I see you. You different. Okay, you are different. Okay. I still don't like what her gossiping in the room with Candace. I don't. They was talking and chit-chatting like they was 5 and 7 years old. I didn't like that, and I have no respect for that. However, I do like her approach to this reality TV situation. It's different. And maybe that's why she's so refreshing. All right, let me know in the comments. But be sure to click like, subscribe, and share. Okay, even if you share with your mama or share with your sister, share with somebody. Engage. Engagement is very important. And ring my bell so that you know the next one that's coming up, because I'm getting ready to just spit them out. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe. And please remember to at least wash your hands. And I'll see you real soon.